Are you tired of chasing borrowers for the same documents over and over, getting partial bank statements, cut off pay stubs, or just getting nothing back at all? I'm 𝗧𝗛𝗓𝗢𝗓, a former processor and tech expert. I can tell you that the problem isn't the borrower, it's the ask. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple rules for writing borrower needs that are so clear they're impossible not to get right the first time. Let's jump into it.
Now I'm going to walk you through this in Arive LOS borrower needs screen, but know that these principles will apply to any loan operating system or any system you're using to request borrower needs. The principles remain the same no matter the platform.
Now here on my screen is a generic borrower need that comes with Arive, asking for bank statements. We've all written a version of this, and you know all the ways that it can go wrong. Let's get into the 3 rules we can use to write a better borrower need than this. The first rule is specificity. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is, let's take the information from the 𝗓𝗏 or from your 𝗓𝗨 form, and we're going to write individual needs that are specific to the income, property, asset, or liability of which the need relates to. So specific, in fact, the borrower cannot be confused about what we're asking about. Jumping from this, let's go to a better formatted borrower need. In this example, the borrower has a US bank checking account ending in 1234. Look already, just right up at the top, of how much better this borrower need is. We're specific on the company's bank statement that we're asking for. We provide the time frame the bank statement should be and specify even the specific account number it should be. At this point, if the borrower gives us the wrong account number or the wrong bank, it's not from our lack of trying. Carrying this forward, move down a little bit, and we've given them some initial bullet points to make sure that they're giving it to us in the right format and that we have all the pages. We can get ahead of common trip-up points that borrowers have about returning a condition of this type before they've even started the process, which just increases the chances of getting exactly the document you need the first time and getting it sooner. We can carry this over to other types of requests as well. A common one I like to use specificity in is when you're writing a letter about documenting a large deposit. You can format that letter more like a bit of a form where you've written an initial line in regards to deposit of $10,000 into US bank account 1234. The source of the deposit was, and then you can leave blank space that can be filled in by whatever borrower point of sale system that you're using to collect their information. Then they can apply the digital signature after they fill it in, and the form is specific enough for an underwriter to accept it and tie it to a specific condition, while still being free enough for the borrower to actually answer it and it doesn't constitute leading. Make sure to consult with your underwriters before you start utilizing something like a pre-formatted LOX letter or other letters of that kind, but I've personally had success with it in the past. And this brings me to my second point of writing better borrower needs: directions on how to complete it. In the borrower need, we can point them towards additional resources, either internal or external, that walk them through how to actually complete the task and collect the document they need. For this example, I was just able to Google US Bank, download bank statement, and one of the first results was a support article from US Bank about how to do this. By linking it, I'm able to reduce the friction between the borrower actually getting the document they need correctly and easily and returning it back to me. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, consider using AI or an LLM to write some of your own internal support pages. You can then both personally brand it, which adds credibility, but also give additional direction on it. For if the borrower gets stuck or needs to provide alternate documentation. Now keep in mind, this puts a burden on you of keeping those documents up to date when they change. But if you have the capacity, it can really level up the borrower experience. And this brings me into my third point, which is give them directions for when they fail. Inevitably, borrowers, even with the most specific directions, are going to have plenty of times where they're unable to get the document they need, and reduce the cognitive lift for them to know what to do next. I like to be very specific and tell them, hey, if you're unable to get these bank statements, email me. And you can even reduce it further by adding a mail to link in your needs list, where if they click it, it pre-populates an email with the message and to you. You're reducing as much friction in the process as you can for the borrower to complete the next step you want. And sometimes that next step is simply letting you know they couldn't complete it this way and they need your help to move forward. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe below. And if you count on these videos to stay up to date, check out the support link in the description. See you next time.